Hey, what's going on, guys? Oink here, bringing you some more Battlefield gameplay. This is Operation Metro, good old map from the alpha and from the beta. So you know, many of us have got good experience with this one. We're playing Rush Defense here. No, not Rush Defense. We're playing Conquest, and we're playing it from deploying outside as opposed to deploying in the tunnels. And I completely missed that sniper there. Starting the game a little way into the game, we didn't manage to get B off the start. And if you're playing a good team, this map can be a real tricky one, because it can just end up to be a bloodbath in the middle here, which is what this is basically. And you'll see that, you know, almost an entire game of Conquest gets played in this 10-minute period that I'm sharing with you. Except from obviously the start, which I've skipped because it wasn't the most interesting. Now, in this first, well, we're 1 minute 2 seconds at the moment. If you give me about 10 more seconds here, I will explain exactly what it is. So at that point there, I actually got 10 kills in the space of 1 minute 10 seconds, which is, you know, a kill less than 10 seconds. Which is pretty mental. You can see what I'm saying. I was on 8 kills at the start of that, and then I go up to 18, I think. And yeah, it was a crazy game. I was playing with one other dude in the squad. Well, it was a 4-man squad, but I was playing with one other. That's Novak's there, and you guys, I'm sure some of the more competent players will have got that feeling in Battlefield where you almost feel like you have to lead the team. Like there is no designated, you know, role like they used to have in Battlefield 2, where, you know, one person actually is the commander of the team. But I'm sure many of you will have had that feeling where you just kind of know that if you don't do something to lead the team to victory, you will lose and your team will just roll over and die. And in this game, we were playing against a relatively competent opposition, I would guess, and our team, they just seemed really uninspired. They seemed like they were happy to just sit here in the doorway of B and get kills and lose the game. And me and Novak aren't too keen on losing games in Battlefield where we can avoid it. You know, it happens sometimes, and sometimes we mess up and we lose. But where it can be avoided, we do our best to win every game. And generally we're pretty successful with that. And actually, in this game, I'm gonna say it right now. We didn't manage to win. We didn't manage to push them back past B. And it's one of those ones which it just gets to the point where it is almost impossible, because they can spawn at B and you can't. So therefore, if a couple of your guys die, you have to go all the way back, and they can just push you forward. And it's just like, it just seems like an infinite army of dudes. It's just like an unstoppable force. You step out and there's like 10 guys shooting at you, and you kill like 2 or 3 of them, and step out and there's still 10 guys shooting at you, and you just get that feeling that there is nowhere for you to go. There's no way that you're going to get past this wall of bullets that's heading your way, and no matter how many people you kill, you know, you're never going to be able to get past it. And we were just meta-sizing each other up, keeping each other alive, trying to keep our tickets up whilst trying, you know, our best to diminish the other team, which it was just near impossible, you know, because I'm sure they were doing a similar thing at their side, you know, reviving each other and all sorts. And yeah, it did feel like an impossible task, but it turned out to be an interesting game, because it kind of, we started getting a slight bit of teamwork together in the end. We got a little bit of, you know, we came up with some ideas as to what we could do. And right here, I didn't want to die. I didn't want to get revived, because I thought of a way that we might be able to get past them, but they kept fucking reviving me up. So I was like, fuck it, I'm running all the way there so they can't get me. And actually, I nearly got through, and it kind of gave me an idea here. And what I decided to do was, and you'll see right now, I go to the kit customization, and I actually switch off my health pack, which, you know, when I'm playing Assault, I always use a health pack, because, you know, that's the most useful. But now I was going to put it on the underbarrel, but in the end I didn't. And what it is it's the grenade launcher, and I put it on the smoke grenade, because these things can be so good. They can be really, really useful, and this is the kind of time where it can be useful. And it's just a shame that we didn't have slightly more competent and you know, aggressive teammates, because it would have been awesome if they had caught on to what I was trying to do here and helped out a little bit, because I basically put down smoke all over the corridor here to try and allow us to push up a little bit. And you know, I would probably admit myself as a little too ambitious. You know, we probably should have pushed up to the toll booth first and then again. And I think actually we did have a go at that and were almost successful at the end. But at the start, I was just trying to get smoke in and trying to help us push up. And it seems like they almost pushed up using our smoke. But I'm fairly sure that had we had slightly more, you know, like I was saying, slightly more competent teammates, we would have been able to all, you know, push up through the smoke, take out a few of their guys, stop them respawning, and then, you know, maybe take back B or something like that. But it didn't. No one seemed to be wanting to do anything. I tried to make a break for it here, and just epically failed, and just got mowed down by that guy with the LMG. But you know, it was a good idea, and it was unfortunate because had we actually been able to push up, I think it would have made for a really cool little turnaround. Had we been able to take B and, you know, switch it around, because I mean, once you get B, as long as you're not too far behind, you're almost guaranteed to you know, hold it for the rest of the game, unless they do something spectacular. But right here, look, I mean, I kept them smoked for the entire thing, and there was just no one there. Like, no one was coming with me. I mean, I think Novax, yeah, Novax makes a break for it there, and I think makes it into the little alleyway. And it was just like frustrating, because there was just, if we had had a few more people, maybe if we had had a full squad of teammates, you know, that we were communicating with, that might have, you know, that might have worked. And I think we even lost A there. That's embarrassing. But if we'd had a full squad, maybe we could have done better. But yeah, it was a cool game because there was just lots and lots of killing going on. Like I was saying, that B spot just does become a bloodbath. Many a time, if you play a weaker team, you can just push them back to their deployment. And it's strange, because this is one of those maps where the team that plays the most aggressive and the strongest basically wins, because there's no flanking on this map. That's the one thing that it doesn't have, and it's quite different because almost all conquest differs from Rush in the sense that it has flanking, whereas this map is one of those few conquest maps that actually doesn't have many flanking routes. You know, once you're in the middle, yes, there's one or two, but on the whole, oh, triple. On the whole, there isn't actually, you know, a particular flanking route to get around. It's basically just a straight line. And yeah, so therefore, you know, whoever does play the most aggressive is usually going to win. Whoever gets that B flag first is just such a big advantage, and it's so difficult for the other team to push it back. You can see here what we managed to do is get to the toll booth, and we should have thought of this earlier. You know, smoke, run to the toll booth, and then from there maybe smoke again and run across into the alleyway on the left. And you know, that's what we do manage to do, but unfortunately it was a little too late. Look, I get across there whilst people were shooting me in the back, and then I think what happens is maybe his Novax runs up and I think he revives me or something, or maybe we go again or something. Yeah, look at that, get picked up there, and we're in this alleyway here, and we're just like fighting for survival, trying to stay alive in this tunnel. Maybe even one other guy on our squad managed to get in here. But it was one of those games. It's one of these games that defines Battlefield. Like, this kind of thing just doesn't happen on Call of Duty, and it just makes it really awesome. One of the things that I really love about this game, you just get these epic battles. Just really good fun. Anyway, coming up to the end, yeah, I think that's the end of the video. Yep, there we go, and our team lost. But looking at the scoreboards, I think if it had been a team of me and Novax, like if we had just cloned ourselves and put ourselves on a team, we would have raped. I mean, look at that, 40 and 9, and then me, 35 and 12. It was a shame, but a really cool little gameplay. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, bringing some more videos soon. So stay tuned. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Oh, and hope you had a great New Year, and enjoy this year. I don't know. That seems a bit general. Anyway, peace out, guys.